see nothing but get my life.
In my Discovery Channel, when me watch all my life, you know. When me see this in my Discovery Channel, you know what you see that one? It's a spaceship and one house.
Yeah, something, so. That car has been going constantly. We're going for about 25 minutes now. Behind the cloud.
Look at that! It's that blood clot on there.
Look at that.
It's too weird.
Behind a cloud. In Jamaica, St. Margaret's Bay, Portland. Wow, I'm honoured.
I put this on YouTube here, sir. 1 million views, get 7,000 pounds.
It's constantly going. Where have you ever seen that before in your life? Where? Champions Bar.
See it there.
Believe me, that's going on right now at my place. Half hour now. Constant light. A cloud. It's a madness. Never seen nothing like it before in my life.
Shalom. Start off by giving all praises, honors, and glories unto Yahweh 𝐜𝐥𝐨𝐿, 𝐜𝐴𝐤𝐿, double honors to the apostles and the elders of the Church of Great Millstone, and shalom to the sincere and hopeful elect, you brothers out there prophesying in the true name and in the true doctrine about the times we're in and headed to. Alright, the house of David, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Alright, this 𝐜𝐥𝐸 Paya, in this lesson, you know, as you can see here in this video, I forget the location, I know it's overseas, where it was a cloud, a big cloud, and it's just constant lightning, and there wasn't much thunder. There wasn't thunder, it was just like silent, just lightning, volts constantly. And you know, you can see here people are recording, people are amazed, gazing, you know, at the signs. This is part of the signs in the heavens that the scriptures speak about in Luke 21. And one of the men that was there, he mentioned, yo, that's a spaceship. And it's spiritual because it very well could be a spaceship. Because the scriptures say, and we're going to get these precepts, how the Lord makes the clouds his chariots. You know? And when you read in the comment boards, you know, I've read, you know, because it's on TikTok, but I've read on the comment board, some people were speaking about how, oh, well, you know, some people, I don't know if they try to downplay it or whatever. Like, oh, well, there's, you know, you got something called lightning storms or whatever. And, you know, it may be true. How certain areas, there may be clouds for the, you know, with lightning in one area and one cloud. You know, but this is just, you know, I think he mentioned how it went on for like 25 minutes straight, just like that. I mean, that's not something you see every day, you know. Then you had some people in the comment board speak about Project Bluebeam, which is like a war device where Esau, these elites, you know, they can, you know, I don't want to say too much, but they can project certain things in the skies to make it seem real, but really it's like a hologram. It's like the sky's a green screen where they try to deceive the people with false visions that they see in the sky, illusions, so to speak, you know, which the Lord blessed them to do certain things to a certain limit. But even so, I mean, that could be a stumbling block unto people, you know, so they won't believe in the actual chariots of the Lord, you know. But what? The elect, the remnant, the true believers are not going to be deceived, you know. Because either way, you know what I mean, ultimately the Lord's orchestrating everything, you know. And those will be part of false visions, false miracles from Esau that tries to deceive the very elect, which will not. You know what I'm saying? Now I want to open up real quick. It says, I'll start off with this. The book of Acts chapter 2 verse 19. And I will show wonders in heaven above and signs in the earth beneath, blood and fire and vapor of smoke, right? And we've seen these things. Blood moons, blood lakes, the water turning to blood. We've seen this in ancient Egypt, you know? And even with Pharaoh and the Egyptians trying to deceive people with their witchcraft as far as all his miracles. But, you know, hey, the elect wasn't deceived by their you know, sorcery or whatever. So either way, you know what I mean? But anyway, we're seeing more and more things occur. You know what I'm saying? People are gazing at it because they're not aware from whence it's coming. You know? You read the scriptures, you filter events around the world and understand the warnings that, you know, Yahweh, through his only begotten son, 𝐜𝐤𝐴, told us of what was going to come to pass at the latter days, which is now. You know, this is the book of Psalms, chapter 104, verse 3. Who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters? Who maketh the clouds his chariot? Who walketh upon the wings of the wind? Right. The Lord makes the clouds his chariots, you know? And there's been many times of, you know, pictures. You go on Google, see pictures of clouds that look like discs, you know, that looks like it could be like a shape, like a ship or whatever, a so-called UFO. You know what I mean? But nonetheless, you know, that's how the Lord is going to come back. You know, and that's where our salvation comes. And it tells you that here in the book of Revelation chapter 1 verse 7. It says, behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, even so. Amen. So all the kindreds of the earth is going to be wail because of him. Because when 𝐜𝐤𝐴 comes back with the holy angels on them clouds, you know, which is the chariots, you know, which is referred to as mountains, horses, right? But at the end of the day, it leads to the same thing. And it's going to be dreadful. It's going to be a dreadful sight amongst the sinners and unbelievers and the heathens. But unto the elect, even the elect is going to scarcely be saved, as it tells you in the book of Acts. I believe it's in the book of Acts. But in Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter, it says what? They shall be amazed at the strangeness of their salvation, so far beyond all that they looked for. You know, because people are not they're not considering the words of the Lord that the men are bringing out from the apostles on down. Great millstone, and, you know, men that prophesy in the true name and true doctrine through the four corners of the earth, you know, and bring these things out according to what's written. They're not considering it, you know, and we know that that's how the Lord's coming back, you know. Let's get, this is the book of St. Luke chapter 21 verse 25. And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring. You know, so that was part of them signs, man. And it's spiritual for the man to say, oh, that's a spaceship, because, you know, everything happens for a reason, and there's no such thing as coincidences. You know, the Lord makes men, you know, he's the father of all spirits. He makes people say certain things, and they might not even know the truth. You know what I'm saying? But what? That might have been the truth. That might have been prophecy he just had declared right then and there, without even him knowing. But it's all spiritual. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. You know, so I just wanted to bring this out. And with that, I hope this lesson was, I hope this was edifying. Till next time, hey, look up, for our salvation is nearer than we believe. So with that, shalom.